Hi, I'm Robin.
I'm Heather.
And we're here from Tasting Table at Jock Lindsay's Hangar Bar with Chef Gary to tell us a little bit about the holiday menu here at Jock Lindsay's.
Thank you guys for coming.
Thank you.
So we're super proud of Jock Lindsay's Holiday Bar. This is our 5th year, and I think it's our best year yet. So we develop a menu that we serve things in a unique way, but with flavors that are very familiar to what you would see at the holidays and kind of bring back those traditional holiday memories.
Nice. And can you tell us a little bit about what we have here?
Sure, absolutely. On your left over here, we have these. These are our Naughty and Nice deviled eggs. So it's got that pineapple in there. It's got a little bit of honey in there, and it kind of brings back those memories of those flavors there. Next up, we have our O Ham and Cheese Trees. So this is a puff pastry wrapped with,
Whoa.
so it's got ham, cheddar cheese in there, and on the top there's a little bit of pepper jack cheese served with a sugar plum sauce.
It smells very festive.
Thank you. And then over here we have our barbecue meatballs, and this is with citrus goat cheese, and then we have candied cranberries in the front, a little bit of fresh apples and citrus in the front with fried basil. Again, we kind of think this looks like almost like a centerpiece that you would put on your table at the holidays.
Beautiful. And which one here would you say is one of your most popular dishes?
By far the most popular this year is our ham and cheese trees. So these are just flying off the shelves. I mean, we're making trees every single day. We're pulling in everybody we can to fold that pastry and make those up.
Yeah, and can you tell us a little bit about the process of making them?
Sure. So we get the puff pastry sheets that are laid out, and then we layer the cheese and ham on top of it. We cut them into small strips, and then we fold it into that triangle tree shape there. Put a skewer through it, and then we cook it, and then after it comes out, we place that star on top to kind of finish it.
And is it okay if we try a couple of them?
Absolutely.
Or, okay. What should we start with?
Start with the trees.
Okay.
Take that one closest to you.
This one here? Okay.
Yeah.
And
if you want to dip a little bit of the sauce.
Oh,
in
yeah,
there,
yeah,
too.
How do you make the sugar plum sauce?
So we get fresh plums in, we take those and we puree them up. We cook them down with a little bit of sugar, orange juice, and then a little bit of salt in there. So
Is it your
simple and
classic
simple.
plum, like a black plum, or is it a Shiro?
It's a black plum.
Okay, cool, wonderful.
Traditional.
this is so good. You can really taste that smoky element in there. It's like delicious, and the cheese goes so well as well. So, Chef Gary, can you tell us a little bit about these deviled eggs here?
Absolutely. So these are like a traditional deviled egg. The filling's going to be very traditional, and on top we put like a deep fried Spam that we coat it with a little bit of pineapple and honey glaze on top of it.
That sounds great.
So this one is the nice version. It's a sweet version of it. Then we also have a naughty version that's going to be spicy.
And what do you do with the naughty version? How do you make that one?
So we take the same flavors onto it, and we add a little Scotch bonnet essence to it, so it really kicks up the heat on it.
Awesome.
Nice.
And is it okay if I take a bite of one of these?
Absolutely.
All right, I'm gonna grab this little festive guy right here. And one bite, right?
One bite, go for it.
All right, all right.
And how do you dye them?
So actually, we just use regular gel food dye. Yep.
Cool.
Yeah.
It's incredible. And the egg, it's just like, I love deviled eggs, who doesn't? But that's a really, really nice take on a deviled egg.
Can you tell us more about this dish?
Absolutely. So this is our cranberry barbecue meatballs. So we do make all our meatballs in-house. They're all beef. And the cranberry sauce is a traditional cranberry sauce that we mix with a little bit of sweet Thai chili. So it gives it that sweetness to it. And then on the bottom, we do a goat cheese infused with orange marmalade. And then we do fresh apples on the front, candied walnuts, and a little bit of candied cranberries. And fried basil, and it kind of brings all those flavors together. So it's very, traditional flavors that kind of melt together on that dish.
Do you whip the goat cheese?
We do not. We just mix it with the orange marmalade.
Oh, okay. Cool.
I like that it's traditional flavors and it's traditional colors here. We have like the red and green.
Yeah, this
It's
is like
beautiful.
the holidays on
Yeah.
a plate, right?
Is it okay if I grab one? Okay.
I am going to snag one of these candied cranberries. That looks super yummy, and I love cranberries. It's good. The candied makes them not too sour, not overly sour.
Yeah, the
It's
sugar
sour,
kind of breaks it up. Yep.
but it's nice, and I bet it's a nice balance with the rich goat cheese.
It's really, really good. I love
Yeah.
goat cheese. I love cranberry. It really does taste like an incredible
Oh, yes.
take on here.
Yeah, for sure. obviously, outside of this beautiful holiday bar, is there any other Disney Springs locations that are just an absolute can't miss for the holidays?
Yes, absolutely. Deluxe Burger, we have our beef Wellington burger over there for the holidays. Really cool take on the Wellington as a burger. It's 2 beef patties that we do cook in a traditional way as you cook a burger. We also put Gruyere cheese in there. Not traditional to a Wellington, but you gotta have cheese on a burger,
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
And then we have our mushroom duxelles that we make in-house, and then the horseradish and mustard aioli that goes on it. And then we make a puff pastry bun to wrap it all in.
Is this like a fork and knife burger?
You can eat it traditionally. Yeah, I would maybe cut it in half because it is
A lot.
quite large when you look at it, because that puff pastry does cover that whole burger.
Any other holiday treats we cannot miss in Disney Springs?
I don't know if you've been to Swirls on the Water over there, but we got some really cool holiday flavors over there. So over there we're making actually a Christmas tree sundae with pistachio soft serve. And we're decorating that with some Christmas lights into a waffle bowl and a little star on top.
That sounds
What are the
campus.
Christmas lights made with?
There's sugar.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was like, does this light up? Okay.
Not yet. Next year. Next year.
All right. Yeah, I can see that happening.
We're still
I
figuring out
love pistachio, so
Yeah, me too. I would love to try that.
I don't think we have enough time to eat everything I want to here.
No.
You just have to keep coming back.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much. Everything here was incredible. I think my favorite may have been these deviled eggs. Those were awesome. Yeah.
Awesome.
Looks fantastic. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you for coming.
Yeah, happy holidays.
Yes, happy holidays.
Happy holidays to you all.
We're here at the Ganachery in Disney Springs with Chef Jennifer. Chef Jennifer, can you tell us a little bit about what we have here?
Oh, well, here we have our peppermint s'more. So normally during the year we have a homemade s'more, very classic graham crackers, marshmallow, caramel ganache. We elevate it, put a little sprinkle of sea salt on there. And this is our holiday version. So now we have chocolate grams, our homemade vanilla bean marshmallow that's toasted to order. And in that we melt our peppermint bark that we make also in-house.
Wow.
It's melty and delicious and pepperminty.
Nice. Is it okay if I try some?
Absolutely, you've
Okay.
got to try this.
Is it more difficult or different to make a chocolate graham cracker than it would be a traditional one? Do you have to account for the displaced cocoa?
Well, right, so we do add some cocoa to it, change the ingredients around a little bit, so you still get that nice bite and flavor of graham, but then it's still compounded with chocolate, so you get that whole chocolate experience in there.
And the marshmallow is made in-house. Do you have any tips for people who want to make them at home?
Oh, well, the great thing about marshmallow is that it's just such simple ingredients. It's
Yeah.
really just gelatin and sugars. So then it's just a matter of how you cook that sugar,
Yeah.
and you got to make sure you get it to the right temperature.
And what
you
temperature
bloom your
is that?
gelatin, usually about 115
Is that a
degrees.
softball?
It's about a softball, yes. And you're going to bloom your gelatin, put it in a mixing bowl, pour your hot sugar over it, and then whip it until it cools. And that whipping action is going to incorporate air into the gelatin and make it all white and fluffy. Then as that gelatin sets, that's what firms it up into a marshmallow.
When do you add the flavor?
The flavor you would add towards the end of your whipping process. So as it's getting nice and fluffy, then you can put in a little bit of liqueur, a little vanilla, a little zest, something like that to give it flavor.
It's really good. You can taste the peppermint, the fusing chocolate, and it's really rich, like creamy chocolate too. It's really
Right, and it's
tasty.
so wonderful because we do toast it to order. It has that melty warmth to it as
Yes,
well.
yes.
Yeah.
And is there like, what is this on the top that's this design here?
Just a fun little swirl to keep it of the season.
Okay.
So normally we put, of course, our Mickey Mouse shows up on our regular graham squares, but during the season we put the swirl on there.
It reminds me a bit of Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yeah, it
Oh,
does.
sure, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Thank
really
you so
tasty.
much for sharing this
Absolutely,
with
I'm
us.
glad you
Happy
enjoyed it.
holidays.
Thank you.
Yeah.